love you. I love you. I think you're a really nice woman.
Unbelievable.
Okay, this is in today's video. In this next video, friends, we are going to listen to we're gonna listen to Alex Stein. Alex Stein was on the Tucker Carlson show. You know, Alex Stein has been trending lately for challenging many politicians and so on, and just getting them to be exposed, trolling them in some cases. I wouldn't say I will do it the way Alex Stein does it, but nevertheless, that's his way of doing things, and it works for him. When you make it on the Tucker Carlson show, obviously whatever you're doing is working. So, but sad reality is some people took it one step further. You know, they end up spitting in the man's face, which I thought was really rude and disrespectful. How about I'll take a listen to that now, and then I'll share some thoughts and perspective as well.
Well, yesterday, our friend Alex Stein arrived on the campus of Penn State, Pennsylvania State University in State College, PA. He was there for comedy night. He's hilarious. But comedy is no longer allowed at Penn State. So angry students, very angry students, shut it down. Then they began screaming at Alex Stein. And then one got so overwrought that she spat at him. Now, if you haven't seen this video, pay close attention to the girl who spits on Alex Stein and ask yourself, if you can't picture her wearing a Khmer Rouge uniform executing people, you probably can. Watch.
You are the racist. Thank you for coming. Thank you all for buying tickets. Oh, I love you. I love you. I think you're a really nice woman.
The hate. So is that okay at Penn State, spitting on people? Well, we asked the president of Penn State, Neely Benaputi,
That's messed up.
$1.3 million a year at a public university, about that. Seems like criminal behavior on her campus. What do you think of this? But she wouldn't say. She's taking a pass. Apparently she endorses it. Neely Benaputi, $1.3 million a year. And this is happening, and she can't say word one about it. And yet Penn State tells us that Alex Stein doesn't share their values. Okay. Alex Stein shares our values. He joins us tonight. Alex Stein, great to see you. So why do you think she gets spit at by a woman at a mob on Penn State's campus? You have to be driven away by police. Why can't the president of Penn State, Neely Benaputi, say that's wrong?
Well, because this is an indoctrination camp from middle school to high school to college. These kids are radicalized to have these leftist ideologies that are not beneficial to society. So these people actually literally spit and assault us in public, and they're defended by their administrator. So this is the sad reality in which we live in. And Tucker, I want to make this point. I want to start off by making this point. A lot of people, after this protest footage went viral, they say, Alex, you're fearless. Don't you get scared when you go in front of these protesters? And I want to say this. Today's October 25th. I don't want to get emotional. My mother died 1 year ago today. And she died in my arms from the protocols in the hospital, given remdesivir without my authority. So watching my mom die, there's nothing scarier than that. So me seeing a bunch of idiot college kids spit on me and yell at me, I have no fear. And that's what I want to try to express to the people out there. She spit on me, but the government and these people that are in power are spitting on us every day and telling us it's raining. So all I want to do is try to wake people up to the harsh reality in which we live in, Tucker.
Well, and you are. I mean, and you are. And I don't know why the president of Penn State makes $1.3 million a year. Welcome on this show anytime to explain why she deserves a salary like that at a public university. Can't say it's wrong to spit in people's faces. She should be ashamed, and she's always welcome on this show. Neely Benaputi. Alex Stein, you are brave, and we appreciate your coming on tonight. Thank you.
What was that about?
Man, what do you do with that one, man? How do you live with yourself just because you disagree with someone and you got spat on your face as a result of that? You know, this is extreme. And I know some things that Alex Stein I wouldn't do to rile people up and cause them to behave certain way. But spitting in somebody's face is no justification either. But again, This is where we are, man. The world has totally lost it. And again, I will say this shouldn't shock us because number one, um, would you believe me that Jesus was spat on himself? They actually spat on his face and they call him all type of names. Um,
Please, speak your mind.
in Mark chapter 10, I'm going to tell you how they treated Jesus. So in Mark chapter 10, what you have is something very similar. But the reasons are different, of course. The reasons are different. But I want you to get courage from this if you have ever feel disrespected because of your position. Remember this. They mocked Jesus and scourged him and shall do what? Spit on him and shall kill him the next day. So Jesus prophesied they were going to spit on him. This actually was before it happened. So when you go to Mark chapter 14, you go down to verse 65, became true. So it says, and some began to spit on him, and covered his face, and to buffet him. And they say unto him, prophesied, and the servant did strike him with the palms of his hands. So what do you have? People spitting on Jesus to devalue him. That's what these ladies did. That's what this young girl did to Alex Stein. But I think my other thing is, it's not simply the spitting, it's also the reasoning for the spitting. Because you also have to make sure if you are being mistreated, this is happening not because you are doing evil, but because you are doing good. So it's best you suffer for goodness sake, but not for evil intent. It says, let none say as a murderer, let none of you suffer as a murderer, right? Let me flip that. As an evildoer or as a busybody in other men's matter. So if you're gonna suffer, make sure you're not suffering because you are a murderer, you are a thief, or you are an evildoer, or you're a busybody. So you're involved in everybody's matter. I mean, you can fit this wherever you want in your own personal life. It's just a counsel. Yet, if any man suffer as a Christian, significant, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify God on this behalf. So you're gonna suffer sometime, you're gonna be disrespected sometime, you're gonna be spat on sometime. Let it be done because you are a Christian. Let it be done because you are standing for values that are biblical. Let it be done because you're seeking to honor the name of God. And even though others may treat you in a particular way, that's okay. It's best you suffer as a Christian than to be suffered as an evildoer. And I thought this was a really, really good one. I'm really sorry this has happened to Alex Stein. I think he deserves better. But also, I will say he also has to be careful with his method as well of approaching people to communicate his ideas. Although I know that's part of his YouTube channel and his character and everything, I totally respect it. I'm also saying you got to be balanced even with these things. So we also have to teach people to be strong, bold, and courageous, stand for what they believe, but at the same time, not to be naive and make decisions that could put you in a very strange circumstances.